I am a mercenary, and I'm wearing my uniform. Black shoes, black shirt, almost black tie. Obviously, not the uniform of a person engaged in armed conflict, because I'm not that kind of mercenary. But it is my uniform. Contest chair, fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests, worthy opponents, and esteemed judges. Let me clarify. A mercenary is someone who works or acts solely for compensation without any emotional attachment to their employer. My side hustle takes me to places of sadness and grief and tears, where friends, family gather to pay their respect for someone who has died. I am a moirologist. That's M-O-I-R, ologist. A professional mourner. It's true. I answered a newspaper advertisement last century. Newspaper was still in vogue in the 20th century. Just 4 words. Get paid to cry. I'm a pretty emotional guy. I cry watching chick flicks. I cry at weddings. I really cry at funerals. I'm almost thinking about crying while talking about crying. Floodgates open. So I called the number. I was given direction and instruction to a church, a local church. Here's what they said. Wear a black suit. Sit in the second row right behind the widow. Put your hand on her shoulder when she starts to cry. You are permitted to shed tears as well, but do not overshadow the widow. Follow the hearse to the cemetery and attend the entombment in the mausoleum. You can also go to the reception. That's totally optional for you, but you will be paid extra depending on your performance. Sounds like a deal to me. So I called the local church just to find out who it was, because I wanted to create a backstory in case someone asked me, just like you do when you prepare for a job interview. Turned out the deceased was a retired criminal lawyer. And I'd love to tell you his name, but because of privacy, I'm not allowed to do that. He was survived by his widow, 70 years old, and a son who wanted to be sure that he got a good send-off, which is why he hired professional mourners, moirologists. So I attended at the church, maintained decorum, followed the hearse to the mausoleum, made sure that my silent sobs were heard and the rivulets of tears were visible on my face. At the reception, I stayed in character. If you approached me, I would shake hands with you and say, "He'll be remembered by many." The repast was incredible. 5-course meal, an open bar. I was famished, but tried to maintain a somber image while eating. During dinner, I was passed a black envelope, secretly. Don't open it until you get home. I wanted to leave right then, but I stayed in character until the end of the ceremony. Have you noticed that more and more people are dying? It's true. How would you like to be paid as a professional mourner, as a moirologist? Do you look good in black? Do you look as good as me? Can you shed tears at a moment's notice? A little vial of onion juice will help you if you can't. Or just remember back to last spring when the Leafs got knocked out of the playoffs. Can you drive slowly enough to be in a funeral procession? If the answer is yes, you too could earn big money as a moirologist. How big? $500 big. Interested? Email your particulars to cry@gmail.com. Or you could see me after, because as a mercenary, I also get paid for referrals. Remember this. People are dying to pay you for respect. Contest chair.